Speaking of scalping,
They were
did you
scalping
guys
who,
see
though?
American Medieval on Netflix?
Scalping who?
Yeah, I saw it.
That was so good.
Those Mormons are shitty people.
That
it
was
turns out.
such a good. You guys haven't seen it, Woody? No,
No,
I didn't like it.
Medieval
you didn't like it, really?
No,
Why
I
not?
didn't like that. I thought that ending was weak.
You thought
and
it was what, too Hollywood?
I just didn't like the ending. And there was that one scene where the wolves are breaking into a cabin to attack those kids, which was just bonkers stupid.
Yeah,
I liked. There were parts of it I liked. I liked all the LDS stuff, showing off how evil the Mormons were in the West.
Yeah.
And I liked the guy from Game of Thrones.
He was really good.
He was really good.
He was really good.
You know, he got halfway scalped at the beginning of the movie, and they're like, just put the rug back down and stitched it around, and it's all gross.
Yeah. We don't want to give too many spoilers for these guys. Like, let them watch it. I thought it was awesome.
They're not going to watch it.
Okay. Well,
tell me the entire plot.
It was good. It was a very gritty Western movie about people trying to get out west and the Mormons trying to keep control of the West.
Miniseries.
It was a miniseries, and the Indians were hardcore, like awesome.
I didn't think they were hardcore enough. I didn't think they were being tortury enough. Like Hollywood always cleans Indians up. Indians were.
They got to go dirty with it.
Indians' like idea of a good time would be torturing a captor to death for days.
Oh, you wanted Last Mohican Indians then? Last Mohican was a great portrayal.
I wanted some alive,
but Stone Age intensity.
The Last Mohican.
What's the bone one?
Bone Tomahawk.
Oh, you don't want to watch that, bro. That was
Bone Tomahawk.
That will traumatize you, bro.
Bone Tomahawk Indians are mean.
Yeah, they did not put punches about those guys.
I'm not watching that movie
Comanche
again.
are worse than the Bone Tomahawk Indians. The Bone Tomahawk Indians killed that guy quick compared to what the real Comanche would have done. Like the actual Native Americans were just like literally.
Yeah. You know what they weren't? Fence builders. Terrible at it.
Terrible fence builders.
10,000 years following buffalo around because fences escaped them.
That is pretty embarrassing. Like you see some guy from Portugal show up and be like, all right, step one, we're gonna put some fences around, and they're like,
yeah, but
hear me out, guys. Let's make the houses mobile.
But there was
but what will you do when the livestock goes that way? Well, it'll run into the fence and be reverted.
But listen, you have to remember though, there was so much buffalo around. Why would you need fences though? Like there was a lot, but like the land was covered.
If there were that many buffalo, they wouldn't have to relocate all the time.
Yeah,
they did that because of like once you tear down, like it wasn't just buffalo they ate; they ate deer and other stuff, right? Like and plus
it was all buffalo,
the weather and stuff. But
it was like 95% buffalo. They can look at the bones of those guys and the shit that's left over sometimes. They can determine their diets. They ate like 95% buffalo. What happened though was, when the white people came over starting in like the 1500s, that smallpox spread across the whole country. It killed millions and millions of Indians that we hadn't even contacted yet. And because of all those Indians dying, the buffalo population exploded in a way that had never done so before historically. There's no one there to hunt.
But you know what? Because that was a common thing. The dirtiness and the disease was a common thing in Europe with the Europeans, right? Because that was just another culture. It wasn't the Aztec culture. There's another battle, and I can't remember what it was, but smallpox killed off them too. And I can't research it right now because I can't remember, but that was like a common thing when it came to fighting Europeans, apparently, right?
So it was like, when the Europeans came, they brought diseases
with them and stuff. Yeah,
and things like attack dogs with armor on and horses.
Yeah, the armor and the guns were a big deal, and more agriculture, like the more agriculture you have and the closer vicinity to that, like when you have animals that close together, like it creates diseases and issues. And so if you fucking 50 generations, 100 generations back have just been around those animals, you don't even realize you're immune to a whole bunch of nonsense.
To it, yeah.
And then you go somewhere where they're like chasing wild animals and they're like, whoa, I got no fucking defense for like all these like having 1,000 sheep in a pen diseases that you guys have.
Yeah.
Pretty brutal. That would be awful. Have no idea what a disease is and it's just eating you up.
Oh, they knew. Like even with Roanoke, like with the first people that came over, the Indians would notice that the whites would come to visit to borrow some corn and then like a week later, like 8 people would get a fever and die.
Yeah,
like they put it together, you know. Like,
yeah.
Do you think they had conspiracy theorists? They'd be like, hey, get a load of this. Sit under tree thinks that the white man magically brings things over to us and it makes us ill. Wow. It's like, no, look racist. Around. We're dying in droves.
Yeah, that's
sits under tree was
you
always
can't explain
racist.
That. Hey, I am only asking questions.
Diversity is the strength of our culture.
There you go.
Diversity is our strength.
Oh,
and that's not because I've got this dope ass new necklace.
And this rifle. Like, he's the only one they gave a rifle to. And he's always like, the whites are great.
Man, these white guys. They've got the coolest shit.
He's the only one. He's got a white girlfriend too. he's got like the ugliest white fat girl.
Oh Jesus, that's so bad.
But he flexes so hard because of her.
He's got good credit.
Dude, that would be awesome to be the first guy.
My wife crushes chairs.
This is my wife, Broken Branch. because she's breaking the trees. But yeah, dude, that would think of how sick that would be to be the first Indian in your tribe to get a gun. You're just you're the guy now. Like you're the guy. No one can do anything about it.
I don't think we will go fishing today.
Yeah.